Okay, today we ran into a small problem. We're not sure if this is gonna fix the problem, but we think it will. Basically, we had a problem with the alternator belt. It was slapping, making a loud noise at idle. Once you give it gas, it would go away. So based on my knowledge, what I think the problem is, and I think this should be the problem, the alternator clutch pulley is frozen. When I do this, you can see inside it's stuck. This is supposed to be free one way and it's stuck. And because of that, if this is stuck, two things can happen. If you don't fix this, your serpentine belt, it's gonna bounce till two things can happen. Either you snap the tensioner, or this pulley will simply just I shouldn't say shear off, but you'll damage inside and this will just fall right off. And then you're gonna damage your alternator, pulley, belt's gonna fall off, and if you have a water pump, this doesn't, but eventually you'll be stranded without an alternator. So I'm gonna show you an easy procedure how to do this. Now I'm not gonna show you step by step, but the major important thing that you need to have to do this job. So basically we're gonna use, this is my standard Allen key, which is a 5/16, and it's too long. So what I did is I had an extra one and I cut it. Okay, now you can see it's shorter, and I'll show you why you need a shorter. Then you're gonna use a 5/16 socket. I'm gonna put this on like so. So you can see now it's shorter than my original. I just made one shorter. The reason why you need a shorter one, this bolt right here that I removed already goes right in here. Okay, you can see it goes right in here. It goes about this deep. Okay, to remove the alternator bolt. Okay, let me get this thing out so I can show you. You got one alternator bolt right here, which is a 13mm socket. Okay, you take this one out, but the second one, which is down here, will not come out. Why? Because it hits the shroud. I'm sorry, not the shroud, but do a different angle. It hits the fan, the clutch fan. So we need to remove the clutch fan. Right now I did remove the clutch fan. You can see it's free. Be very careful when you remove this, because the radiator is very sensitive. You don't want to damage it. So if you do remove it, just let it sit against the radiator, very gentle. But when you open this bolt, which goes clockwise to open it, you also have to hold the pulley. And to do that, I used a oil filter key. What I did is I put around it and I held it. I held this, and with this I open it clockwise. Okay, once you open this bolt will come out from right here. Okay, this bolt goes in there, this bolt will come out, and then at the same time make sure you hold on to this fan, so that because it's gonna fall, so you don't damage your radiator. Okay, once you do that, then the alternator, well, then you can get this bolt out, which I'm going to show you right now. This bolt right here that would only come out this far because this is in the way. Now we can get this bolt free. This heat. Now this bolt is out, and this bolt, since it's loose, it's out. After you do that, you want to unhook this. Okay, this goes right in here. You just squeeze this down and pull this out. At the same time, you want to remove your positive. Before you do any of this, I should have told you, which I need to do now, because when I open that bolt with this key, I actually touched this a little bit and made a spark. So you want to remove your positive. That's the first thing you want to do. After you remove your positive, you want to remove your intake air holes. Okay, this one goes right in here. To do that is very easy. Make sure you always close the inlets here and here. But to move this, you just pull this up like this, and the hose will come out. Same down there. You got it right here. Pull this up, the hose comes out. So now I'm gonna remove this alternator, but before we do that, we have to remove this. So that's pretty much the major work. I will show you the new alternator that I'm gonna put on. I shouldn't say new, but it's about a year old off my other car that got wrecked. I saved the alternator because what we tried to do is we bought a special key that goes through here like so. Okay, goes in here. There's the end that broke on me. This is a special key. When the alternator is in the vehicle, you can actually put this in here like that. Put this key, you hold on to this and you turn this counterclockwise. So you hold on to this key and this you turn it this way. I'll show you why. With one hand it's always a pain in the ass. I can't open it. It's stuck again. But let me show you on this one. This one's free. You can see one way it grips, the other way it's free. So let me show you how this thing comes out. Okay, so I got this pulley loose. It was just hand tight. But you can see inside that bolt right there is with the shaft onto the alternator. You can see when I'm spinning how the whole thing spins. So if we go counterclockwise, you can see it opens. That's why with this key you put it on there, that holds the whole shaft, and with this, which just goes on there, you go counterclockwise, and that will remove your clutch pulley. That's what I thought I can do, since I tried this on the other alternator, and basically what happened is I broke this right off. See, this piece sheared. This is Germany. It's not a cheap brand. This is what I actually got right here for it. Okay, because I wanted to change this on my alternator. But now that I'm removing the alternator, I might as well put the newer one, since that one has over 100,000 miles. So this is the piece right here. Here's your old one. So it even says on it Germany right there. Germany. You can see this one's completely frozen. That's not good. That's what causes your belt to vibrate and make a loud noise at idle, kind of like a real tractor. So basically we're not going to use this for now. We're just going to put this on. So this one, to tighten this one, you put it back on, put an impeg on, you put this on and you just tighten it. It's got to be an impeg on. You tighten this up clockwise, and that would snug onto your shaft from the alternator, and you put it back. That's it, nothing to it, very easy. The dealer told me that they gotta take the whole front apart to change this, so it was gonna cost me over $1,000 just in labor, so I didn't want to deal with that. I figured I can do it myself, since I seen this access hole right here, and I figured, oh, that's to remove your clutch fan complete assembly. You can see right here the whole thing's removed, and that got that bolt down, and that's it. Easy. This can be done in if you have these tools. Oh, when I did open this air hose, you do need one of these. Just put it in there and pull up both sides, and that will get the holes out. So this is what you're going to need: a pick, a key, ratchet, 13mm for your alternator bolts. Okay, I did not use these. And you will need a custom made, what size was that again? 5/16. I don't think this is a 5, well, maybe it's a 5/16. Yeah, this is a 5/16 6-point for the bolt. So just a standard key I cut. Okay, so you can get these anywhere. Menards, AutoZone, Walmart. Even I think Ace Hardware has it. You're gonna pay a little more, but if you need it, that's what you're gonna have to get. And this is the bolt. So that's it. These are the only keys that I'm gonna use.